Welcome, Tetris citizens. More Classic Tetris Monthly Mega Masters April 2025. It's the annual championship of Classic Tetris Monthly. And we are winding down the preliminary rounds. We are down to, almost down to 32 players. And that is crazy. What we've got for you right now, really two basically back-to-back brackets. That's how you say it. The mustard bracket with Dooji, Doodle, and AkAtu. I don't know. That sounds like a sneeze. AkAtu. Anyway, Dooji, Doodle, and AkAtu. And then orange. It's going to be Wallband, Anakomi, and Mark. So we are getting very near the end. And that'll be the end of the preliminary rounds. We will have determined in about, 3.5 hours from now, we will have determined our entire top 32. Let's take a look at what that even looks like. It looks like this. This is what it looks like. Wow. I don't want to laugh. I'm very conscious of laughing now. I got more comments from Carl Henrik Johnson or whatever the guy's name is. Why are you always laughing? You're laughing. So no more laughing, guys. Serious Tetris only forever from now on. Okay? That's it. Oh, wait, I just laughed. God darn it. What the heck? Can't help it. Sorry. Anyway, this is the top 32 situation. We're going to determine what bracket is it? Oh, they're both in the same thing. It's going to be the mustard bracket. Yes. Dooji versus Doodle versus AkAtu. And then Wallband versus Anakomi, then Mark. That is what is happening. And then just to give you a look, we have top 32 matches being scheduled. They're all being scheduled. The next one right now is Wednesday. Do I get a couple of days off? That's crazy. That would be nuts. There's no way that's going to stand. I'm sure Monday and Tuesday will be filled up, and that's great. Anyway, red and navy, that's Wednesday. Pink and purple, that's one match from that on Thursday. Violet and tawny are on Thursday, and then green and mint on Saturday. Anyway, let's play the one that we're going to play. Quick look at the rules. We've already done one rule. You know what the rules are, right? These are the rules. Turn off all your appearance mods and all your stats and everything like that. Put on your level 39 super kill screen. And, biological turbo only. And no real-time advice. Nobody in your ear during the game telling you, oh, do this, or oh, you're getting a little high here. Oh, build out that left, or your opponent's going to top out soon. So, all right, don't do any of that. The winner does get absolutely something. That's a share in a prize pool, which is currently at $10,500. So that is a crazy amount. It's a lot of digits. And thanks to everybody who's contributed so far to that prize pool. If you want to contribute, also, you can use the Matcherino command if you're watching live on Twitch and YouTube. That's !MATCHERINO. That'll bring up two links. The first one is the one for Mega Masters. Click on that. It'll take you to the landing page for this tournament with our partner, Matcherino. Once you get there, the top right-hand corner is where you log in. You can use your existing Twitch or YouTube account, Battle.net account. I think there's 10 accounts you can log in with. Some of that stuff I haven't even heard of, and you can log in with it. Anyway, prize pool. We got incentives. Right now, we're paying our top 16. We could pay our top 32 if we reach our 2023 Mega Masters or surpass it. That prize pool. This is the largest 100% fan-funded Tetris prize pool and continues to be. And we thank you all for your generosity and just how much you value what we're doing here. And another thing to do if you value what we're doing here is to support us on Patreon at patreon.com/monthlytetris. And there you will be able to pledge an ongoing monthly or annual amount of support to help keep this channel going. And, you know, we schedule 63 matches a month, and we're going to be doing more than that as well. And that means that we got to basically do this full time if we want that amount of Tetris. So that support helps it goes a long way to help us do that. That is what I want to say. And thanks to our sticker and double sticker and community level members, as well as our Mega Masters, Masters, and Bracket sponsors, Scott Gray, Jay in the Window, K9, Tacknerus, Corporal, Shalby, Troy Dan, Kim M, Rogue Potato, Cat Kit, and McMonkey. That is how to support the channel. Another way to do that is to go where? To the merch store, ctm.wtf. That's the merch store. And there you can acquire merch for yourself, or you can even gift it to the chat. If you go there while we're streaming, you can gift it to the Twitch chat. I should probably make a proper... I made this in like 5 seconds, so I should probably make a proper slide, but I don't know. I kind of like this one. Anyway, let's flop on over to our match scene and see what's going on. Dooji's there, waiting. Says, will you just get on with it, Van Dweller? Listen, Dooji. I got to say all this stuff to support the channel and to get up that prize pool, okay? Just calm down. No, Dooji didn't say anything. Okay. Where's Doodle? We got to find Doodle. Cyan Moss, thanks for the Prime sub, 7 months. Appreciate that. You have been live. Okay. Well, you weren't when I started, so let me refresh the whole works here. Doodle. Oh, wait. Sorry I laughed again. Sorry, Carl. Sorry, Carl. All right, there's Doodle. All right, we're going to line up this camera. We're lining it up. There we go, where you can see us moving the camera around. You can see us doing this. Should we flop it over so Doodle's looking at their pieces? I think so. You don't be looking away. You gotta be looking at them. Oh, there you go. That's so natural now. Okay, it is time to get these players their pieces and get underway. 2B3510, 2B3510. Oh, man. I think I've slept 8 hours in the last 56 hours, so I am excited for Tetris, but I'm also excited for the post-Tetris crash. Okay, everybody, we are underway. No laughing, no levity, no nothing. Carl could be watching, folks. I had to mute myself because I was laughing. Carl. Anyway, yes. CTM Mega Masters Round 1 Mustard Bracket. Dooji versus Doodle. On the left side, it is Dooji. Dooji qualified into this tournament into seed number 40 with a 1.16 million average of his best 3 games played over a 90-minute qualifying period. Dooji is from Poland, has got a PB of 1.67 million. This is his first Mega Masters appearance. He's a former Future Circuit winner. That was back, not too far back, October 2024. Is the reigning Classic Tetris European champion, the reigning champion of the Poland Championship. Also finished top 4 in the Austria regional this year. On the right side, it is Doodle. 128 here for Doodle, 169 for Dooji. Doodle qualified into seed number 57 with a 1.07 million average of 3. Doodle's got a PB of 1.6 million. That would be good for about 61st or so-ish. I don't want to commit to a specific number, guys. Actually, it's 62nd now? Okay. But that would be about 61st. That would be about 61st in the overall PB ranking. Doodle is a former Hopeful Circuit winner. That was back in March of 2023. Played in the gold bracket in CTWC in 23 and 2024. Also played in the Philly Columbus regionals last year. And has over 150 games played on something called Eat My Elo. I don't know what that is, but that is a thing that exists. Eat My Elo. 290 for Doodle, 328 for Dooji. All right, a little T-tuck there for Dooji. All right, we got Doodle rooters and Dooji rooters as well. Tetris for Doodle, 358. 374 for Dooji. Gravity Child SF says, did I miss predictions? I don't know. Let's see. There has been no prediction, so I guess I can start one right now. That's going to be a top out for Doodle. Well, I guess that kind of sours the prediction. Dooji is good in game number 1. I guess let me change the prediction. So Dooji, you are good. You can top out. We're going to give you a 3-way prediction here. A different prediction than normal. Okay. Let's get these players some pieces. Not cut out for Masters nerves recently. Oh, I hear you. That's tough. It is still tough to this day to play in these matches. D715F0. D715F0. Oh, that was a bad prediction because I didn't put 0 there. That was not a good prediction. I did that on the fly and that was not good. All right, looks like both players are ready. So you better win one, Doodle, or we'll just call it off. All right, let's go. 3, 2, 1, Tetris. I did not put 0, which is possible. How do I cancel? I have to cancel that prediction. That's not a good prediction at all. Can I delete? I'm going to delete it. It's not fair. I'm deleting and returning your points. All right, let's get rid of that seed checker. Man, I am Mr. ADHD today, that is for sure. $115 for Doodle, 95,000 for Dooji. All right, a little bit of drama on the board already for Doodle. This is not going to be an easy match for me because I got to say Doodle and Dooji, and I'm going to mess them up. I mean, I know it. So I'll just be quiet. I'll just mute the entire time. That was probably, I started off muted by accident. I should probably just stay muted. I'm sure about 3/4 of the viewership would love that. 186 for Dooji, 165 for Doodle. Doodle set up in column 4, gets a Tetris down and is set up for another. And we'll see. See if he's going to stay there. Official Looney RBSR says, it's funny when in Mega Masters there's more brackets, so there has to be more random colored brackets. I agree. I like the mustard color. Although some of these I'm kind of liking more than our traditional brackets, right? Like the navy, I like that blue much better than our blue. I like the maroon better than our red. I like, what was the other one that I liked? It was either the mint or the aquamarine that I like better than our green. And I kind of dig this mustard instead of orange. So I don't know. I could change them, but at this point you can't do that. But I could maybe put them in another tournament or change the DAS Masters to those colors. I'm not sure. But I am enjoying these different colors. It's cool to look at. Of course, those colored brackets, those go all the way back to October 2018. That's when I made those up, and they've stayed the same. Those orange, blue, green, and red. That's because I thought these brackets were just hard to read. It was like hard to know where somebody was on the bracket. So it's like, where am I playing? And just kind of chunking it up into 4 chunks made it easier to find where you are. 443 for Dooji, 421 for Doodle. Of course, back then I was making the brackets on like a spreadsheet, like Google Docs or something. And so I just chose whatever pretty sure I chose whatever the colors were on that spreadsheet. Like just as their normal colors, or I don't know, is that what I did? God, I have to go back and think about that. I also consulted the NES color palette, I believe. 474 for Dooji, 471 for Doodle. And Dooji with a kind of weird looking board right now. Cole Bucket with the raid, party of 17. Thank you, Cole. Oh, and Doodle's left side is a problem. That's going to be a top out at 495. So Dooji needs to get to 495 plus anything, or 496 to take this one. Long bar is going to go down the middle. And Dooji is going to take game number 2 and go up very quickly, 2 games to none. Not even nervous, just 2 5-tap misses in a row. Well, that will do it. All right, a couple of 18 top outs here for Doodle. I'm pretty confident we're going to get all the way to 39 in game 3. All right, new pieces for the players: 3F0CB7, 3F0CB7. I don't normally get, and it's weird, I don't normally get rattled by comments, but I was just reading comments before the thing. And that's a mistake, because I guess I get more rattled than I think I do. So 3F0CB7. Usually a pretty thick skin, but I don't know. Kind of bothered. All right, let's get these players started in game number 3. And there we go. Okay, yes. 3, 2, 1, Tetris. You'll imagine that. I'm human after all. All right, Dooji with Tetris number 1. Doodle says in chat, by the way, I've been down 0-2 to Dooji my last 2 sets with him. All right, there is a quick little pause. That's no problem. I think it was just a little accident on the controller. That is fine. No harm, no foul. Total accidental pause, and unpause very quickly, so that is fine. That is when, in the spirit of pause. We are 4 followers away from 10,000 on this channel. So if you are watching and not following, help us out, get us to 10,000. I mean, nothing really special happens. You probably don't get any, it's not a big deal, I guess, but you go from 4 digits to 5 digits. It's pretty good. Jay in the window is there with the T. Okay, Tetris for Doodle 109. There's a Tetris into, was it column 8 for Dooji? And that is 171 now. But Dooji up almost about 40,000 points as we are in the early part of game 3. It spins, but you can't see it. Oh, I can't see the T-spin. Oh, got it. I wonder why I can't see it. Is it just because I'm in the stream layout or the stream manager view? Is that why? Official Looney says, I showed my friend a CTM match that was on level 18, and he said it was American Tetris. What does that mean? Oh, I have animated emote off. That's not true because I can see them when I'm in other channels, I think. I don't know. I'll have to see them. Because of the colors? Oh, American. Oh, I see. Red, white, and blue. Well, I mean, there's a lot of flags that have red, white, and blue. French Tetris, Russian Tetris, Texas Tetris, Chile, Red, white, and blue Scooty in the chat. Welcome, Blue Scooty. 294 for Doodle. 279 for Dooji. Oh, the Netherlands. The Netherlands, red, white, and blue. There's like a lot of red, white, and blue here. So, I don't know. I would push back on that friend and say, listen, buddy, you don't know what you're talking about. All right, Doodle in the lead, 343 to 304. I mean, the UK, right? Great Britain. There's like a million flags that are red, white, and blue. Australia, New Zealand, Norway. I don't know. I think Norway is. Sweden? Is Sweden? No, Sweden's blue and yellow, isn't it? Sweden's blue and yellow. Oh, Iceland, not Norway. What is Norway's flag? Norway flag. I'm gonna look at that. Is that what I'm thinking of? Or maybe I was thinking. Yeah, no, it is. Yeah, flag of Norway is that. Iceland. But yeah, not Sweden. Sweden is blue and yellow, like the IKEA logo. That's how I know. 448 for Doodle. Fighting up near the top of the board. It's set up for a dirty. There's the bar for the dirty. That's going to help Doodle out a bit. If we go for a decider, we're going to have to decide where to put the decider logo for this one. Okay, Doodle setting up for another dirty. 498, 491 for Dooji. All right, Doodle is into 19 at 523. Dooji at 537. One line to go. Doodle really fighting for those 5 taps. Oh, kind of a misdrop for Dooji on the left side with the Z. That's going to cause him to be a little alarmed and scramble a bit. Now, Dooji got to fight his way out of this. Okay. Dooji happy now, nods, says, all right, I got this now. $551 Dooji, $615 for Doodle. Add 1 decider emote for every D on the screen. Well, now that's a thought, Cole. Now you're really saying something there, Cole. All right, 646 for Doodle, 585 for Dooji. Okay, Doodle trying to bring this down, uncovers again. Okay, still bringing it down. There is a triple and the Tetris for Doodle. Gonna bring this board back down. 693 Doodle. 622 for Dooji. Doodle ahead by only about 13,000 right now. So Dooji fighting his way back. But now Dooji does not have a great board. Has a dirty Tetris set up and gets it. Doodle's board starting to climb. Now starting to recess a bit. So it goes up and it comes down. All right, Dooji now in the lead by about 17,000. Doodle needs to get a bar or something over to the left. The bar gets left. You gotta dead drops one in the middle of the stack there, or just one. That's all right. He's bringing it down. Tetris Dooji 838, 795 Doodle. Tetris for Doodle 833. It's close. Dooji gets a Tetris on 27. Doodle now into 29. Doodle's got a 1.6 million PB, so there is some 29 here. But oh no, that's going to be a top out at 871. Dooji is already ahead and will move on to round 2. Doodle, you got that dog in you though. I will admit that. You were fighting for it the whole time. If this was Classic Heart Monthly, you would come in first. Okay, well, GG's Doodle, that was great. Better than any rolling I've done in every recent set. All right, well, look at that. You're taking the victories where they come. Dooji, GG's, you will be moving on. We're going to go ahead and set up that match. That is, what? Oh, yes, AkAtu. I'll go ahead and report this. We'll be right back. Going to file a report. That's the first sweep. We haven't had a lot of sweeps, have we? It was mostly 3-1s, I'd say. Random fact, says Dooji. Random fact, but I remember my first live CTM match I ever watched was Doodle versus White Monster as a 500k PB player. Well, how far we have all come. All right, we're going to set up the next one. We'll be back. Why is your camera doing that? I don't know. All right. We got to reset the scores. I don't know where these cameras gonna land. Oh, look at you, aren't you? Look at you with the memes. There's got their memes. I don't know what that was. What was that? What was that actually supposed to be? Now I need to see what that is. Now I need to see what that is. Nice. Oh, it's Ryan's rankings. I mean, that's fine. Use it as motivation. All right, I can't get a beat on where this camera is though, because it keeps flopping around and it's like stretching, not stretching, and sometimes when he sits back, his head's in frame, and when it's not, I can't figure out this camera situation. Dooji, it's a mess. All right, players, I'm gonna go. All right, there you go. There you go. All right, let's go ahead and get these players. Oh, that's fine. No, you're fine. You are perfect. You have nothing to apologize for. It's my job to adapt to you guys. There, we'll put you right there. I think he's a little. How wide is Dooji though? Is he like this? It's hard to know because he's on Squish Cam, so it's hard to exactly know. I think that's about right. If I had to say, I think this is about the right Dooji dimensions. What's the other one that's unlocked there? Oh, that one. There you go. All right, players, the pieces are there. 91A049. 91A049. All right. I believe Polish is being spoken in the chat. I assume it's all the standard pleasantries. All right, 91A049. 91A049. Those are the seeds players. All right, looks like they have put them into their things. 91A049. Yes, and we're just waiting on readies for both of our players. I don't know. AkAtu. Okay. AkAGoat, aka Goat. Right. Okay, it is. Well, don't believe anything on the internet. It's actually round 2. There it is. Both players are ready. Mustard bracket. CTM Mega Masters round 2. AkAtu and Dooji in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Oh, we got a chance here. Nope. Ruined. That's all right. We're going to get that perfect 7. Now, if I don't notice it, you guys have to call it out. Somebody needs to be the designated perfect 7 watcher. All right, people, first time chatter. House of Chaos summoning the bot. All right, well, we are here. We are playing Mega Masters. It's a best of 5. It's our annual championship. We're in round 2. The winner of this match will move on to round 3 to face who? Oh, you know, just the world champion from CTWC and the reigning Masters champion, Alex T. Dooji in a little bit of a pickle here as we get underway here in game 1. So I'm not even going to start my player intros until this situation is rectified. 58,000 for AkAtu, 39,000 for Dooji, and I guess this is a beginning drought, and the drought is over. 104 AkAtu. Maybe it wasn't a beginning drought, but it was a drought of some sort, an early drought. All right, Dooji going to uncover that Tetris well in column 4. And there's a bar, and it goes in, and that was 5 rows up. And Dooji just going to bring the rest of this down. 129 for AkAtu, gets a Tetris 152. 82,000 for Dooji. On the left side, it is AkAtu, a keyboard roller, believe it or not, from Finland. Qualified into this tournament into seed number 25 with an average of his top 3 games played in a 90-minute qualifying period of 1.28 million. In virtue of that top 32 seeding, he gets to skip round 1. He's got a overall PB of 1.79 million. That's good for about 47th on the all-time. Yeah, it is on the all-time on the PB leaderboard. I'm going to go ahead and refresh this stream here and just make sure that everything is fine. I'm sure everything's great. And yeah, I'm sure it's going to pick up any moment now, right? Any moment. I'm going to refresh it again. Okay, we're going to give it another minute or so. Another, players offline. Let's see if... Okay, we're still on 18. We are... I'm going to go ahead and restart this game. Unfortunately, we are fairly deep into 18, but, it's game 1. And we're going to go ahead and restart this game. Obviously, one of our players is having stream trouble. We are going to restart the game. So if you want to top out AkAtu, you can. But we don't want that kind of thing to determine what happens. And we don't want to play the entire game not on stream. So Ray Bird saying, just keep playing till he gets back. Yep. No. I mean, you can play if you want to, but none of this counts officially. So we will restart game number 1. Wi-Fi on your PC turned off. Okay. All right, we're going to wait for Dooji to get streaming again. Just give me 90 seconds. I will be right back, guys. Okay, I have returned. Yeah, let's go ahead and make sure we got Dooji back. Dooji is not even back yet. AkAtu, I think he's scared. I think that's what it is. He's scared. The Polish internet cannot handle your aura. I know. What am I doing here? Dooji, any updates? Well, you know, if you're on your phone and can chat to us or whatever. By the way, AkAtu, I was totally just kidding. You just topped out at 624, bro. So that's it. Totally kidding. There is something wrong with the router. Okay. Did you restart it? Oh. Maybe let it sit for a couple minutes. It turned on randomly. Should be live right now. All right. I was about to play for you. And you could just like tell me what moves to do in chat. Okay, I'm refreshing. You're not live yet. Maybe in a minute. Well, you might need to hit stream on OBS again. Oh, whoops! Sorry, guys. My headset slipped off. All right, there he is. There he is. All right, let's figure out where that camera is. All right, we are good. Okay. You had quite a pace lead. Oh, yeah, isn't that big? Still like big chunk of the game to be played, man. All right. What is Sorky for worky? I don't did I just say something terrible? Anyway, all right, let's go ahead and we're gonna, what was our seed before? I don't remember. Our seed was 9-1. All right, we're gonna decrement. We're gonna go to 8-0 A0. 80A049. There it is. See, we're throwing you guys off. You don't now. You can't like, oh, I'm going to check that seed. All right. Yeah, good. I don't trust these two. No, I do. All right. Folks, it is Classic Tetris Monthly Mega Masters Round 2. The winner will face off against Alex T. It's AkAtu and Dooji. Let's get them started in 3, 2, 1 Tetris. And this is definitely the first time we're starting this game and this match, right? It's totally the first time. Okay, on the left side, it is AkAtu, seed number 25, qualified into this tournament with a 1.28 million. That's an average of his best 3 games played in a 90-minute qualifier. That is the format. Did I say Finland already? Yes, that is where AkAtu is from. Got an overall PB of 1.79 million. That's approximately 47th on the overall PB list. AkAtu also ranked number 22 in the most recent Premier poll. Dooji in a little bit of a pickle, and that's going to be a top out for Dooji. And AkAtu is good in game number 1. Dooji, I swear we were going to have another Wi-Fi issue as you were topping out. All right, so that is a problem. Yeah, no worries, Dooji. That is fine. That is fine. But AkAtu, you will be taking game number 1. Oh, wait. I promised I wasn't going to laugh ever again. Anyway, folks, while our players are calming down, another great way to calm down is with music by FlexStyle. FlexStyle has been allowing us to use their music for years, like 7 years, which is totally crazy. I love it. I never get sick of it. And if you want to support the artist who really does so much for this tournament, I couldn't imagine it without it. Go to flexstyle.bandcamp.com and support the artist. You can get a big bundle of albums, of digital albums, and you can own them and download them for offline listening. Flexstyle.bandcamp.com. It's a good deal. I think it's like $20 for like 7 It's really good. I'm gonna go ahead and drop pieces in the chat for when these players are ready. So anyway, flexstyle.bandcamp.com to support the artists. And one other thing that you could do is go to CTWC Mexico. Our good friend Pollo helping to run a qualifier down there, Mexico City, April 26th through the 27th. So if you're in Mexico or near Mexico, or not even near it and want to fly out there, go out there to the Mauna Gaming Center in Mexico City. All right, both players are now ready for game number 2, E4C4BA. E4C4BA. AkAtu is up 1 game to none. Let's get him started in 3, 2, 1 Tetris. OJZJ. Anyway, we were introducing our friend AkAtu. We were telling you that he was ranked number 22 in the most recent Premier poll, that he's a future circuit winner. That was back in January 2024. A hopeful circuit winner in 2023. Also top 4 in the 2022 to 2023 version of Classic Tetris level 12. That was the one that was called CT12 Returns. On the right side, it is Dooji, qualified into seed 40. with a 1.6 million qualifier. And Dooji defeated Doodle 3-0 to make it here into round 2. The winner of this match will feed into Alex T, which is, of course, scary, but, you know, also fun, I guess. Anyway, Dooji's PB 1.67 million. This is Dooji's first Mega Masters appearance as a future circuit winner. That was all the way back in October of 2024. The reigning C-Tech champion, Classic Tetris European Championship. That was in 2024. Also, the reigning Polish champion. They have their own Polish championship out there. Dooji was the winner of that. Also, top 4 in the most recent Austria event. And that is our good friend, Dooji. And anytime I try to pronounce, you know, names from Poland, I'll be like Dooji, and they'll be like, "No, it's Dooji." I'm like, "Oh, like Dooji? No, it's Dooji." Oh, okay. Like it sounds exactly the same to me. Kind of like when I say pull and pole as an American, and Liliana's like, "No, it sounds the same." 233 for AkAtu, 180 for Dooji. Raymond Overfield on YouTube says, next month I will be getting Trace Vector album from their website. Raymond, thank you so much for doing that. They're great music and, you know, a great supporter and an integral part of this tournament for years. 270 for AkAtu, 226 for Dooji. This person on YouTube says, I have to qualify for one master event just to make Vandy struggle. And it's Chukashujak. I don't know how to pronounce that, but it is an obviously Polish name with lots of Z's and C's. No idea how that's pronounced. But yeah, please make it into Masters. I am wanting you to do it. That was not correct. No, it wasn't. But, you know, listen, you U.S. Americans, I defy you to do better. Well, some of you probably can pronounce it correctly. There it is. Listen, dude, you just worry about playing Tetris, don't typing jabs at Vandy. 387 for Dooji, 387 for AkAtu. So it's really the same line, same score for Dooji and AkAtu. Let's see, what is it? Chicoshak? I don't know how. That is horrible. I don't know how you say that. It is. Yeah, that is like the most Polish name I've ever seen. Now, maybe during our 10,000 follower celebration stream, you guys can give me Polish words and have me try to pronounce them. That would be fun. 433 for Dooji. Tetris for AkAtu, 511. Another Tetris Dooji, 456. So we're getting close to that level 19 transition. We haven't seen one of those in this match so far. Game 1 ended a little early, and then, you know, the fake game 1 didn't get there either. All right, Dooji setting up, gets a long bar Tetris into 19 at 528. There's a little Vitz. Excuse me, Vitz. AkAtu, a little bit high on the board, getting into 19 at about 542, but kind of awkward transition, at least high anyway, into 19. It was a good, you know, solid board, but high. Still with a covered well. All right, takes that triple to knock it down and a double to knock it down. A little bit of a mini drought. A triple to knock it down. A double to knock it down. And there, finally, the Tetris for AkAtu, 593. 605 for Dooji. So Dooji with the real-time lead and also lines in hand. Tetris AkAtu. About a 40,000 point lead for Dooji now that the lines are basically tied. K, 717 for AkAtu, 754 for Dooji. So still about that, 40 something thousand point lead. Well, maybe a little more now for Dooji. Okay, Tetris Dooji, 814. We're into level 24. I don't know what the official name is for that or the unofficial official name, but I always think of it as like cotton candy or bubble gum or whatever. Now, when all those the colors levels, like once you get to colors, like the glitch colors, all those have names. That were the regular colored levels also defined? Like, were they given a name as well? I don't remember. You've got charcoal and dusk and this and that. Seems like these should have color. These should have unofficial names as well. 840 for AkAtu. Dooji, 959. So over a 100,000 point lead for Dooji as we approach level 28. AkAtu's into 28 now. Tetris AkAtu 946. Dooji's got the max out. Dooji could potentially get two more before 29. There's a Tetris for AkAtu into 29 at about 982 or so. Dooji's board up a little high here. Oh boy, transitions up pretty high on 29. Now just trying to wait out a bar. There, bar gets over and another bar gets over for Dooji. B19, he brings it all the way back down to safety in the blink of an eye. All right, trying to stay composed here. Oh, can't get the bar to the left. And that's going to be a top out for Dooji at B23. The target for AkAtu is B23, 100, or B24, 100,000 point chase down for AkAtu. Tetris is here worth, high 30,000s. So basically now they're worth about 40,000, somewhere in there. Needs to get to B24. Oh, and AkAtu kind of in trouble. See if he can get anything over. No, that's going to be a top out for AkAtu, and Dooji is going to hang on. And Dooji is taking the news rather well that he won that game. All right. Oh, all right. There it is. It hits him. I'm going to refresh the streams just to make sure we're caught up with one another. The relief washing over Dooji. Like 2 minutes later. Okay. All right, these pieces are getting new players. 71cc E3, 71cc E3. 7-1 Charlie Charlie Echo 3. All right. Players are on seat. They're ready. What was once a best of 5 is now a best of 3. Let's go. 3, 2, 1 Tetris. All right, that second game was more like a game. Look at you using military phonetics. I think the military ones are a little different. So I'm a licensed amateur radio operator or ham radio operator. And the ones we use are a little bit different, I think, than the military ones. And I don't know what happened to AkAtu's camera, but we are just kicking off this thing. So I don't want to go an entire game with no camera. So we're gonna restart that. Players, we're gonna restart. So you can top out. You can top out. I'm a 911 dispatcher. I use phonetics, but it's different. Like that would be Charles Edward. Yeah, I think it is the NATO alphabet. Isn't the NATO one? Well, basically, it's the International Telecommunications Union, which I think is a offshoot or something of NATO. Not exactly sure. But the ITU ones are set up so that across multiple languages, they are all phonetically distinct, so it's hard to confuse one for another. So if you had like atom, right? Some systems use atom, but that could be like madam. So if you have a distorted analog connection, you go like atom. You know, say, oh, do you mean madam? No, atom, right? So you want to make them totally distinct so that no one of them can be confused with the other one in the system. Like boy is a bad one because that sounds like toy. T like toy. No, B like boy, right? If it's like a fuzzy call or something like that, boy is not a good one, in my opinion. AkAtu, you all right over there? Are you okay? AkAtu having some kind of trouble. Like, you know, Don? No, J like John. D like Don? See, some of these aren't good, but, you know, Alpha, Bravo, Charlie, Delta, Echo, Foxtrot, Golf, Hotel, India, Juliet, Lima, Mike, November, Oscar, Papa, Quebec, Romeo, Sierra, Tango, Uniform, Victor, Whiskey, X-Ray, Yankee, Zulu. None of them sound like the other ones or any other words. All right, so AkAtu now having trouble. Yep, disconnected. In fact, I think both of you should be DQ'd. Vandy being a ham radio operator is one of the least surprising revelations. Yeah, I've been a ham since I was I want to say 14. I think I got my extra class license when I was 16. That's when you had to do 20 words per minute Morse code. Back in my day. So you're a Rush fan then? Me? Oh wait, or you mean people in the chat. I'm not. I mean, I acknowledge that they are excellent musicians, but I can't get over that voice. It's just whiny to me. And lyrics are a bit overwrought, you know, they're just too, I don't know. I mean, yeah, for my taste. I mean, obviously, people have different tastes, you know. It's fine. One of their songs, they took the rhythm from Morse code. Oh, yeah, that is true. That is true, actually. Was that... Which one was that? I remember that. YYZ, right. That's right. What? Da 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 did it. AkAtu, you alright, buddy? Is that what Y is? I forget. It's so long since I did Morse code. Yeah. Da 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 did it. That's YYZ. Oh, Mr. Brain is putting me in the plot of the movie Frequency. Oh, yeah, Frequency. Got it. Dennis Quaid and, oh, yeah, like, and ham radio operators were so excited, like, when that Frequency movie came out. I'm like, this is going to put ham radio in the spotlight. We're going to attract all kinds of new people to the hobby. You know how it is to be, like, in a niche community. Where, like, you know, it somehow peeks its head out in the mainstream, and you're like, this is it. We're going to get ready, guys. We'll have a whole new influx of people, you know? It's like, yeah, it doesn't work like that. AkAtu, you all right? Are you okay? Vandy, hop on Nestris? All right, I'm going on Nestris right now. I'm going on. Oh, whoops. Now YouTube is going. All right, I'm on Nestris. You sent me a friend request. I guess I will acknowledge it. I have acknowledged it. You're gonna restart your PC? Okay. Dooji challenge you to Puzzle Wars? Are you serious? I'm not playing Puzzle Wars again. Are you serious? Oh my god. All right, I'm playing Puzzle Wars against Dooji. I guess right here. I've never done this. Here, you can all watch it at that link. Show it on stream? Oh, God. Hold on. Where's my junk? All right. Here it is. I've never done this mode. I have no idea. All right, I'm ready. Can I just... I'll just look at what he does. Oh, whoops. Oh, what? Wait. Okay, what are my controls? I don't know. Wrong. Do I want to do that and that? I died. All right, I'm offering I'm rematching you. Oh, that would have been flatter. Oh, I can't see the chat to see if AkAtu is back. Hold on. Let me just check to see that AkAtu's back. No, not back yet. Okay. Yes. I'm struggling with the controls. That's how dumb I am. That doesn't look good. Okay. Huh, where do I put this? All right. Okay. Oh, sheesh. Where do I go? What do I do with that? Oh, like this? Oh, shoot. Here? Oh, nice. I lost. But I got them all correct. I was slow, but I got them all right. That's not bad. All right, we're still waiting for AkAtu to get his stream up. AkAtu, you okay? Yeah, just to confirm, not back yet. All right, rematch. That was too close though, Dooji. Like it shouldn't even be that close. Oh wait, he's back. He's back. How do I'm leaving. Okay. He is back. All right, let me just refresh both streams so we make sure we're synced up. Dooji, what seed? What are you seed? 40? 40. All right, AkAtu, do you need a moment or anything? Or with all the delays, you'll be able to go straight into the next bracket. Oh, yeah, that's great. Didn't want to break it all. All right, thanks, Dooji, for the entertainment and the humiliation. Appreciate that. What's the seed? All right, you ready? Okay. 453411 453411. We will get through this match. We will get through it. I believe in us. I really do. That's okay. It happens, man. This is part of the deal. You can't get frustrated about it. You just deal with it. All right, 453411. Both players have signaled ready. I am ready. I'm sure everybody is ready. Let's get them started. What was once a best of 5? Oh wait, no. All right, 3, 2, 1, Tetris. I put seed in the chat, and I meant to put the countdown. I do that all the time. All right, we are underway in game number 3. What was once a best of 5 is now a best of 3, virtually speaking, because there's only really 3 total games left if they tie each other up. I don't know. Very eloquent, Vandy. I'm humiliated myself in puzzles, losing to Dooji twice, although that's not actually that humiliating. Dooji, a really great player. But we're underway in game 3. Beset by internet issues on both sides, both players. but it's fine. We're getting through it. $74,000 for AkAtu, 76 for Dooji. As we get underway in, this is definitely the first time we have started game number 3. We have definitely not played 2 of these games twice in this match so far. That has not happened. 122 for AkAtu, 102 for Dooji. Dooji on the NES controller, I guess, or something like it, but on a console. AkAtu on the emulator and keyboard rolling. So if you haven't seen that, I don't know if I can quite get it on stream, but if you haven't seen that, it's pretty neat. You can see basically AkAtu hovers his finger over the directional key on his keyboard, whatever one he's going. And then instead of like rolling his fingers on the back of a controller, he rolls his finger onto his own finger. That's pretty wild. 241 for AkAtu, 247 for Dooji. Dooji with that little diving bore long bar after kind of reaching for something on the desk. Not sure what that was, but caused a misdrop. Very little damage. And a Tetris for Dooji, 277. 309 for AkAtu. Dooji's capture, I agree. Dooji's capture is very good. Good cam, good capture. Bad internet. So you can have 2 out of 3 apparently. $334 AkAtu, 205 for Dooji. There's a Tetris Dooji, 328. AkAtu's going to uncover the column 10 well that is set up for potentially 2 Tetrises, but getting droughted. And the drought knows when to hit, The drought knows, okay, yeah, you got a high board. It's awkward. So here it comes. And this is legit drought, folks. Get out your trouts. It is a drought. Jay in the window knows. Finally, long bars for both players. They're able to Tetris off it. 376 AkAtu, 366 for Dooji. All right, Jay in the window and Doc Pie with the trouts. I mean, is that even a trout, though? It looks like a sea bass that's painted like a trout. Like it's a fake trout. 464 Dooji, 473 AkAtu. There's a Tetris AkAtu. And we are heading toward level 19. The speed will increase by 50%. Misdrop, kind of an over rotation, like a triple rotation or something of that L piece to the left. But that'll clear away fairly easily. Long bars in for both players. They are on exactly the same pieces here. Long bars over for both. 551 AkAtu, 522 for Dooji. You think it's a herring? Oh, it's a red herring. So we've been fooled into thinking it's a different fish, but it's actually a herring. Whoa, how meta. Well, the clip art package that I stole it from and adapted it to said it's a trout. AkAtu 598. There's one for Dooji. Can't use the next one for Tetris, but get set up. And there's a Tetris Dooji 593. We have another broadcast after this. It'll be our final preliminary bracket. And that will be the orange bracket. The one that ultimately feeds into Dog playing Tetris, the number 1 seed. But it'll be Wallband, Anakomi, and Mark. Tetris Dooji 680. And then it's going to be sleepy time for Vandy. Like, I have not had a lot of sleep. Woke up early on Saturday for record store day, like very early, like at, I don't know, 4:45, something like that. Stood in line, bought records. 783 for AkAtu, 779 for Dooji. And got my traditional record store day treat of an Egg McMuffin. That's like my traditional treat after that. So I do love Egg McMuffins. 877 for Dooji, 883 for AkAtu. And then I had, Masters streams to do, Mega Masters streams, and then I went to an event. The event wasn't as bad as I thought it would be. 987 for Dooji, A18 for AkAtu. What records did I buy? I bought, well, we'll talk about it after 29 here. A24 for Dooji. There's a Tetris. A90 for AkAtu. We're into level 29. AkAtu's going to hang a bar on that left side, but gets an L piece over to help bring this stack down. Is set up one row off the bottom for a Tetris. Now waiting on a well-timed bar and cannot find one. B01. And AkAtu's going to top out at B01. Dooji cannot really just be set by the same pieces. And AkAtu is just barely going to hang on. So AkAtu goes up 2-1. No 5 taps hit whatsoever, says AkAtu. Oh, I'm lightheaded after stretching there. Okay, AkAtu up 2-1. New pieces for these players incoming. You can take a moment if you need to, but I'm putting the pieces in the chat anyway. 6B, 85, F5. What records did I buy? Well, I mean, we mainly go because Sue's got a list. I don't really have much of a list right now because I'm let's say big purchases not so much in the budget for me right now, but we were standing in line. It's a super long line, once we picked out the records Sue was going to get, and I did spot a couple things that I did want to have. One was the like, you guys don't care about this. Nothing that anyone would recognize, really, honestly. I got the... Well, I'm a big fan of a band called The, okay? It's kind of an 80s post-punk band or whatever. And they had one song, or the singer, the guy who basically is the band, had one song on a soundtrack by Shudder to Think, the First Love, Last Right soundtrack. And I spotted it while I was in line. It's like, oh yeah, didn't they have a song on that? So I got that. And then I bought a single. And then they had a little package of singles from the most recent album, which I haven't even listened to the album yet because I don't like when a band that I like comes out with a new album. I don't want to listen to it because because every subsequent album from a band is worse than the previous, and I just don't want it to be bad, and I don't want to listen to it. But they had some 45-inch singles, so I bought those. Okay. Oh, thanks, Ogus. Appreciate that. All right. We are, the pieces are up. Players are getting some last minute rolls in. Neither one having a fun time on 29 right now. That is evident. 6B85F5. But yeah, when any band I like comes out with a new album, I don't want to hear it. Especially the more that I like the band, the less I want to hear it. So I still haven't listened to the new one because I know it's not going to be good, but I'm kind of a completionist. (6B85F5) 6B85. All right, both players are ready. And we're practically playing level 29 cap. Yeah, no cap for sure. All right, both players are ready. Game 4, AkAtu's up 2-1. Let's go. 3-2-1 Tetris. Dooji needs to win this one to stay in. Try to take that 40 seed and make it into that round of 32. AkAtu, of course, trying to defend his top 32 seeding. We really have one more bracket after this? Oh, my word. I'm dying. But anyway, yeah, yesterday was a long day. I was able to sneak in a nap. Oh, boy. Dooji starting off some trouble here. Oh, no, that's going to be a top out for Dooji at 6,400. So tops out on 18 without a Tetris. And that is going to do it. Oh, Dooji, not like this, you know. As I always say, I don't really have any rooting interest, but you don't want people to lose like that. So disappointing. So sorry, Dooji, that it happened. GG's to you anyway. You did great. AkAtu, GG's to you as well. You will be moving on to the top 32. And, wow, yeah, you never want it to go out like that. I mean, even AkAtu, as the winner of the match, I'm sure would like to, you know, if he's going to win, you want to win, you know, with a real challenge to your skills and to really, you know, play at the highest level. And that is always disappointing. But that is sometimes how it happens. So, AkAtu, we're going to go ahead and report this to the centralized Tetris reporting agency. And congratulations to you. You will be making it into the round of 32. Dooji, that was your first time in Mega Masters, and you advanced a round, and I think that is not the worst result. So congratulations to you, Dooji. I hope to see you again in future Masters events. All right, well, I am going to go ahead and, you know, we have 24 minutes until our next stream. I do want to take the opportunity to just have a quick break and also to separate the VODs out a little bit. So I'll just do a quick little thank you. We don't need to see the rest of AkAtu's game. We can check back in on it if we need to. But anyway, thank you to the followers we've had this stream. Cyan Mouse was a new resub. We had a raid from Cold Bucket. No prize contributions this. Oh, we did have a prize contribution this stream. Oh, shoot. I totally missed it. That was 4321. I'm so sorry, McMonkey. I missed it. 4321 from McMonkey says total is too even. Let's nudge it along. And McMonkey contributed 4321. So we are now up to 1054321. So thank you, McMonkey. Really appreciate that. Sorry I missed it earlier. That's very kind of you. I really appreciate your support. Thanks, of course, to our patrons and our sticker, double sticker, and community level members and membership levels, as well as Scott Gray, Jay in the Window, K9, Tacky, Corporal, Shelby, Troy, and Kim M, Rogue Potato, Cackit, and McMonkey. I am going to go ahead and end the stream. I'll probably start streaming again in about 12 minutes. I like to separate the VODs out just so that, on YouTube it's separated. It's easier if you end the stream, and then Twitch will have separate VODs that we can work from. So we'll be back in a little bit, folks. I am going to go ahead and stop stream. YouTube, we'll see you in a bit. And Twitch, I'm just going to go ahead and cut stream. You don't need to raid you off. You know where to